regional in Kansas City in October was brutal.
Yeah, it was.
The energy was terrible.
Yep.
It was like a whole new 400 to 500 people that were just lit up. It was a great, great experience. It's been very happy. Well, I'd say first of all, you guys, still here, still talking about, what you learned and how you felt about everything it's a big testament of who you guys are as individuals, right? Because, at this point, a lot of people maybe wore out or overwhelmed or reached their max or whatever, and you guys are still at it, still talking about it. So there's a lot to be said about that. There's a lot to be said about that. Second of all, there's a lot to be said about Tony and Rhonda getting down at this granular of a level, still having these conversations after they just ran the whole event, right? They didn't just speak. They didn't speak at the event. They ran the event. And there's a lot of folks at the Royal Ambassador and above level that you're not going to see, at this granular of a level with 20 people, just let them talk about what they love most about the event. It's just they would leave that to an ambassador and just say, hey, go circle up with your people, and go see what they like best about it. So, that says a lot about who your leaders are and the amount of sacrifice they're willing to make inside of their own world, as successful as they are. I mean, they make millions of dollars. They can do whatever they want right now if they want to. They could hey, let's go have a quick dinner with just our top 2 people and break away, and we'll come back to the party later. They can do anything, right? So, I think there's a lot to be said about that for you guys to recognize that this is it's not necessarily a common access point to have this just type of time with them. If you're asking me what my key takeaway was yesterday, having the realization that 3%. So if you go ambassador, it's going to be 3% of your team that goes regional director. So you're just trying to get 3% of your team to regional director. That's ambassador. Mm-hmm. So instead of trying to get, trying to make 9 out of 10 people do exactly what you do and getting frustrated about it and getting mad at them, you're not trying to. The math is simple. If you got 400 to 500 people on your team at ambassador, 3% of them qualified for the car. So you're looking for a 3%er, and everyone else is just an access point to whoever that 3% is. So anyone that you enroll is just, if they're not the one, they're just an access point to someone else who might be. And that might sound harsh, but it's not. If you referred your best friend refers a BMW qualifier, and you start running with that person, does your best friend care? Are they mad at you? No, you just built a business underneath them, right? So there's no downside to that. You built a team underneath them. I think that was a great key takeaway. And I was definitely impressed with Tony, your delivery today. I thought it was a fantastic training, and it meshed extremely well with the journey that you guys are about to go through for the next 90 days. I thought it was very well put together. So those are my kind of highlights, I think, and also I loved Pastor Bill. I thought Pastor Bill was awesome. He's very articulate and brings a lot of credibility to us as a company, and for him to make $500,000 with this while still doing what he does and his inside his church and etc. There's a lot to be said for that, right? So I had a great time listening to him as well. So, and I learned that they still make Reebok pumps. Well, you just been holding those in a box. I just really want to know. Did you get them off eBay or something? What did you like?
Japan? I don't know.
Yeah. Apparently they still sell them.
Can't give up all the secrets.